What's up guys, it's your boy Mr. K back with another video. Hope you're all doing well. Today we'll be reviewing the Avantree Jogger Plus in 2021. But before we get into the video, I just like to say please consider liking and subscribing, as my goal by the end of December is 200 subscribers. So I really appreciate if you guys could make that happen. But nevertheless, let's get into the video. Starting off with the price of these headphones. The price varies from about £54 to £15. The reason why there's such variation is because it's either on the Avantree store or on eBay or some distrustful sites, so it does vary quite a lot. The battery life of this device has 12 hours of battery life. Sometimes it goes to 13 hours if you're on call, and if you're doing less strenuous tasks or less calling and more music, it may take up less battery life. And it takes about 2.5 hours to charge back to 100% if it's been drained to 0%. It's sweat proof, obviously. It's a sports headphone, so it can resist some water. But if you dunk it in a sink or something like that, it does have the possibility of breaking because it doesn't say that it can withstand this. It's 100% wireless with no wires at all, so it has no wired mode or anything like that. The only wire you need to use is the charging cable, which is the old USB charging cable. Now let's get into the beefy part of the review. Pros, cons, and then my overall conclusion to see if these headphones are worth it in 2021. But nevertheless, let's get going. The audio quality with these headphones is actually really impressive. Usually headphones around this price range are actually very bad quality. Because of the price range, it indicates that there hasn't been a lot of effort put into the design process or the process of actually making the product. But it's actually pretty good. It has a great bass to volume ratio, so you do get your bassy parts and you do get your singing parts as well, so it's a pretty good overall sounding headphone. Also, it has a very good connection and fit to your ears, even if you're doing tasks that require your head moving a lot. Let's say you're cycling or running or jogging or anything like that, your head's moving a lot and it doesn't even loosen up. It stays within your ears and almost never falls out. And this is obviously very important for headphones that their sole use is for exercise. So this is overall something that Avantree actually did pretty well. And for such a low budget product, it actually feels kind of nice in the hand as well. It has a rubber texture for the actual headphone part and plastic for the wire. And it has a nice weight to it. Not that it's too heavy or too light, because usually headphones that are too light just are low quality in general. It has the perfect weight ratio. The headphones that will have the strength to be thrown around without being broken, but also not too heavy that it's kind of annoying to carry. But now it's time for the negative. Things I didn't like about the Avantree Jogger Plus. The first negative is the button layout. The button layout is inconvenient and annoying. It has 5 buttons overall at the front of these headphones, and the placing's inconvenient, and I feel like there's just a little bit too much buttons for me to remember while doing strenuous exercises. Let's say you're very tired and while doing a jog or something along those lines, and you can't remember what button to press because there's literally 5 buttons on the system, and if you accidentally press the wrong button, it's just going to be very inconvenient. I prefer normal headphones that only have 3 buttons and it's double tap to skip on the volume bar. It just makes the whole process so much more easier than having to press each headphone to figure out what does what. Next negative is the fact that even though I said the headphones never fall out, it doesn't mean that it's not uncomfortable when they're actually in your ears. These headphones are actually really uncomfortable. It feels like a pole is in your ear. The ear tips are not soft and don't protect your ear properly, even though it's got 2 layers of plastic there to prevent you feeling the metal. You still feel it and it's actually kind of annoying. It makes me fight with these headphones while doing a cycle, for example. I have to always move these headphones around in my ears so it doesn't hurt as much, but in the end I almost always fidget with it at least 10 times. The final negative is the fact that they're not even aesthetically pleasing. These headphones really and truly look ugly. I don't like the look of them. They start tangling after like a year and a half of use. They start tangling like this, which makes it harder to wrap around your neck and use. which is actually annoying, and it's not like you can get it back. It's like it's got a memory wire which remembers which way it's been turned. This turned into a very troublesome case. Buttons are weirdly placed, the charging port looks too big, and it wasn't seamlessly put into the actual headphones. And in conclusion, I just wouldn't recommend these. Even though it's so cheap, I feel like all the negatives are just piling up. It's uncomfortable in your ear, it looks ugly, the battery life is just subpar, it's nothing amazing or special, and overall, just a bad pair of headphones. I'm not trying to say that Avantree have a bad brand and don't provide good headphones, but these headphones were just not the best ones. But that was my review. If you'd like to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps with motivation. And yeah, bye.